Hey guys, this is Bix. Welcome to Mentoring Monday. Going with the casual look today. So one of the decisions that I make each week for my Mentoring Monday video is, do I show a previous topic or create a new and fresh video? This week I was planning on redoing one of my previous topics called Looking for the Good in People. I'm having some major problems with a company I'm working with in my music career. So I thought that if I redid this topic, I would not only help the audience, but also help myself in dealing through the problems. I will redo and represent this particular topic because it's super awesome and very powerful, but I'm not going to present it today. I find it more interesting when something totally random happens in my life that gives me a great new idea for a topic. Have you ever experienced this? Something random happens to you and it totally inspires you to do something new or something different. Yesterday I was checking out my feed on Facebook and somehow I clicked on a video with Elon Musk, the founder of PayPal, Tesla, and SpaceX. He was asked, what is his biggest challenge? He paused for a long time, and so long that the interviewer got uncomfortable, so much that he tried to change the question. But then Elon answered, maintaining his feedback loop. I was like, that sounds interesting. And then I was scolded for being on my phone in front of my family. So I turned it off and I could never find the video again. Well, that inspired me to look at a few more Elon Musk videos, and I learned about the importance of negative feedback. So it gave me the idea of this new topic for today that I think you'll find quite powerful and quite the opposite of normal thinking. So please excuse my very long-winded intro into today's topic, maintaining your negative feedback loop. So what does this mean? Well, the first step is to understand that the foundation to having a feedback loop is having some mentors and advisors in your life. I've spoken about this topic in numerous Mentoring Monday talks, but let's expand on this a little more. So in a sense, you want to create your own personal board of directors for yourself. Successful friends, business or industry colleagues, and mentors that you can go to and ask for feedback. Notice I said successful friends. I did an entire Mentoring Monday topic on, do you surround yourself with people who pull you up or people who pull you down? Obviously, you want your personal board of directors to be people who are very knowledgeable and successful, people who can pull you up. And you want these people to care about you and care about your current situation as well as your future success. If you've never formally done this, take some time to write down a list of friends that can help you in the key areas of your life, such as your work, your family life, your personal life, personal growth, and your finances, to name a few. It's a very fulfilling exercise. What you'll notice is that you have some gaps. This is where you'll have to work a little harder to network, to find the right people to fill the gaps of mentors or advisors. When I started in the music industry, I didn't know anybody. It took me about 2 to 3 years to build a strong team of advisors, and I continuously look for smart people to add to my team. Okay, let's now assume you have a group of friends and advisors around you that you can ask for advice on important issues in your life. So, it's super important to actively seek out and listen very carefully to negative feedback. People in general tend to avoid giving negative feedback to friends because it's painful. It's a very common mistake that we all make, not actively seeking out negative feedback. Don't tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like. Tell me what needs to be improved. Otherwise, your friend's not going to tell you what he does not like because he or she does not want to hurt your feelings. So for this reason, it's very important to coax negative feedback. If your friend is giving you negative feedback, he or she may be wrong, but they're coming from a good place. So that's totally okay. And sometimes even your enemies will give you good feedback, although that's not their intention, but they do. Think of positive feedback as water off a duck's back, but constantly absorb negative feedback like a sponge. From a business and customer service perspective, customers, when they complain, are actually trying to help you get better. So underweight or undervalue positive feedback and overweight or overvalue negative feedback. Also very important, put a feedback system in place to coax negative feedback and analyze this negative feedback. Very important to process and analyze the feedback. I'd like to give you an example of what is really interesting about the music industry, and I've done the same thing, is artists post their new track that they're working on social media and ask, what do you think? Nearly all the comments are, great track, really like it, amazing. But most people won't tell you the track's average. It sounds too much like many other tracks, or the melody's boring, or the bass line is muddy or weak. Even labels won't often tell you what's wrong with the track. What we should say as artists is, please tell me how this track can be improved. What don't you like about it? That would give me more helpful information I can use to improve the track. So now that we have our negative feedback, what is one of the biggest barriers to accepting this negative feedback? Well, wishful thinking. This is when you want something to be true, even if it's not true. I've made this mistake many times. I ignored the real truth because of something that I wanted to be true. Well, guess what? The universe does not care what I think. The universe is going to eventually prove what is true and what is not true. This is a very difficult trap to avoid. Take the approach that you are always to some degree wrong, and your goal is to be less wrong. Again, all this boils down to keep soliciting critical negative feedback from your friends and personal board of directors. Tell me what's wrong with this idea or situation and how can it be improved. This is truly the best way to stay on the path of personal growth and continuous improvement. Seek out negative feedback and keep working to maintain your negative feedback loop. I hope you're able to get some good ideas out of today's topic. So until next week, this is Vic signing off, and remember, it's never too late to reinvent yourself. Cheers.